Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you know what's destroying South African Airways right now? It's called BEE, Black Economic Empowerment. People being employed who don't know what the heck they're doing. It's causing a whole lot of trauma for the pilots of South African Airways, especially when it comes to things like maintenance. You know, South African Airways Technical, you've got the wrong guys doing the jobs because they're incompetent. And that's not me saying it, that's actually what's been shown. Because there are many reports about the incompetence of these maintenance engineers. And as a result of this, the pilots of South African Airways are looking at going on strike as well, because they're saying, hey, it's too dangerous to fly these planes. I'll give you some more information on this. The South African Airways Pilot Association, or SAPA, will not go on strike until it has gone through the correct process. Its chairperson, Grant Back, said. SAPA is set to meet with the board of South African Airways on Monday. On Friday morning at 4 a.m., the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, or NUMSA, and the South African Cabin Crew Association, or SACA, are starting their strike at the airline. The two unions are unhappy with the restructuring process South African Airways announced on Monday, which might lead to 944 jobs being cut. Says the financial woes of the embattled state-owned airline are due to corruption and bad management, and therefore not of their doing. Well, look how well South African Airways was run pre-1994, when it was under white management. People who were competent, people who weren't corrupt, people who weren't bought by the ANC cadres. This is just a clear example of what I'm talking about. Earlier on Thursday, SAPA said in a statement that it stands firmly behind calls by NUMSA and SACA for strong, accountable leadership at South African Airways. SAPA says the employees of South African Airways did not put the airline into the financial mess it's in. South African Airways management team did. We therefore reject any attempts by management to renege on its commitments to the employments of the company. He went on to say, SAPA will continue to pursue the shared objectives of all the airline's employees, the appointment of a capable and accountable leadership team at South African Airways with the ability, the will, and the independence from political interference to enact a real turnaround strategy at South African Airways. Back said that SAPA had put a number of its own demands along with specific timelines on the table in August. The demands included the appointment of a CEO with aviation experience and the skills audit be done. Since the beginning of last year, South African Airways reduced its number of pilots by 122 or 18% to just below 600. The cost to company of pilots to the airline is now 10% lower. Back said, if our demands are not met, we will go to the CCMA and follow the correct procedures regarding meetings that should take place with the company. If there is a deadlock, then we will try mediation. Only once mediation fails will we bail out our members, and that's a possible strike. If this due process is followed, he does not foresee the possibility of a strike before January next year. Back emphasised that SAPA's demands and the processes it follows with management at the moment have nothing to do with the current wage dispute the airline has with NUMSA and SACA. In terms of a legally binding 5-year salary agreement currently in place after a prior arbitration process, SAPA members get salary increases of 5.9%. Back further emphasised that SAPA's current demands also have nothing to do with South African Airways' recently announced restructuring plans and potential job cuts. Back said, SAPA's demands relate purely to the pilots wanting better leadership with the necessary skills and who are held accountable. Now, if you're a pilot, you're in charge of the safety of every single person on that plane. And I can understand why these pilots are freaking out when they see what's happening on the ground. I have to say no more than that. Alright guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, ring the bell for the updates, please like and share this video, and above all, stay safe. Bye for now.